Hey guys, Jess here. I am going to a one-day crop this weekend, and I thought it would be a great idea to share with you how I pack for a single day crop. I know as a scrapbooker, it's really challenging to kind of decide on what to take for a crop. You could take your whole scrapbooking supplies if you really wanted to, but that tends to be overwhelming and not really effective when it comes to going to the crop and actually scrapbooking. And it's a lot to carry and lug, and it's just not realistic. So how do you decide on what to bring and what not to bring? And for me, a single day crop is a great way to focus on kind of like narrow down my focus and kind of look at it as a chance to work on a single project or something that I want to something kind of quick and easy, not too complex, that I can enjoy doing for the day. Because you know, when you go to crops, you tend to chit-chat a lot, and sometimes you can be really productive and sometimes you can't. So it's best to bring a project or a couple projects that it's great if you finished, or if you finish them and you can get through them, but if you know, you just start them and get part of it done, it's not really that big of a deal. And then if you keep your packing to a minimum, it's less stuff you have to sort through, less stuff you have to bring, and it can really help you focus on the projects at hand rather than being overwhelmed with so much stuff. So I am going to show you how I pack for a crop, and hopefully it's helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, but we're gonna dive in. Let me know what you think. So the method I use, or what I use crops for typically, is to really take advantage of using supplies that I don't tend to use when I'm at home in my own craft room. Because when I'm at home, I have all my new craft supplies, all my new kits, all my new embellishments that I've received, and you know, it's just human nature. You tend to want to use the new, beautiful, exciting supplies that you get. So I kind of discipline myself, or I kind of force myself to use my older stuff at crops. I don't have my entire stash to have access to, and I limit what I bring so that I'm forced to use my older supplies, so that I'm constantly not accumulating my stash, and I can go through my old stuff. So as you guys saw in a couple previous videos, I make DIY stash kits, and so that is what I bring to crops, and so that is what I'm bringing to this crop this weekend. I have one of my DIY stash kits that I'm bringing. It has pattern paper, it has embellishments, it has everything you need to scrapbook, you know, I'd have to say 8 to 10 pages at least, and for a single day crop, that's more than plenty. And so, and it's all made of older stash supplies. So it really helps me. I don't have a lot to sidetrack me. I can focus, and I'm kind of forced to use this stuff, which to me is really great. It's not that I don't love this stuff, but like I said, when I'm at home in my scrapbook, I have all these beautiful things that are distracting, and I tend to leave my older stuff behind, or not use it as much because I want to use the newer stuff. So this is a great way for me to use that. So I have these kits all ready to go. They're easy to just plop in my bags, and I actually have a suitcase set that I got from Close to My Heart that I'll show you a picture of, that I actually pack everything in, and it's really portable and easy and compact, and so I'll show you. But at first I'm going to just show you everything I pack, and then I'll show you how I pack it. So as far as paper and embellishments, this is mainly the bulk of what I bring. I do bring a few other things, and I'm gonna show you that next. So I have my kit and my pattern papers all right here, and I limit myself. Again, this is a single day crop, so I don't need a whole lot. This is really plenty. In addition to my kit, I want to bring a few more things. Just just so I have a little bit more variety, because I know me, and I know I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna scrapbook and be like, oh man, I wish I had some tiny words. And I didn't include tiny words or tiny word stickers in my kit. So I am bringing some of my tiny words and rub-ons, just so I have them. And then I'm also bringing a stack of thickers in addition to what's in my kit, just to have some variety. They're light and they're easy to pack, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm not bringing my whole stash, but I'm bringing a few more colors and fonts just so I have a few more options while I'm there. So as you can see, I have picked out some coordinating thickers and word phrases that go along with the kit I've already created. So I have some additional thickers and some tiny word stickers that I'm also bringing. Then in addition to my pattern paper, I need some cardstock. So I'm bringing some white and some black cardstock, enough to get me through a single day's worth of crop. And then I use these wonderful plastic envelopes. They're easy to pack everything in. So as you can see, I already have my cardstock in here. So what I'm actually gonna do is pop in my thickers and my tiny word phrases, and everything is all packed together in this nice envelope. And again, once I show you my suitcases from Close to My Heart, you'll see how easy it is to just have everything all packed up and ready to go. So it has these little string ties that you wrap around for closure. Super easy, and everything's together. So now I have my extra thickers and my tiny words along with my kit, and there you go. That is all my papers and embellishments in 2 compact envelopes. So the next thing I want to bring, because it depends on my mood and how I feel like scrapbooking that day. So I don't like to limit myself too much, but I also don't like to bring everything I own. So I don't do a lot of stamping, but I like to have the option. So I am bringing some stamps with me that I think will be useful in the kit that I've created. So again, I know what's in this kit, so I've kind of picked out some coordinating stamps that could go along with the kit. I also have to pack some blocks, acrylic blocks to go with my stamps, as well as 3 basic ink colors. I don't stamp a lot in colors. It's typically black, white, or gray. So that's really all I'm bringing for stamp supplies. Next up is some mixed media supplies. So I like to do a little bit of stenciling. So I'm bringing just a couple of stencils to have fun with. I don't know if I will use these, but again, I don't want to leave without them just in case I decide to do a little bit of mixed media on my layouts. So I'm bringing some stamps as well as my watercolors. And I will show you guys my tools in a second, but again, this is all for layout creation and decorating, so I wanted to show you the supplies, and then again how I'm going to pack them. So for my stamps and my ink pad and a couple other longer supplies, I grabbed another one of these clear envelopes. Again, they're super easy to pack and they're perfect. They do expand and hold a lot of this stuff really well, and it just makes it easy to pack and pop right in the suitcase. So take my paints, my stamps and stencils, and they fit beautifully in this envelope. In addition to this stuff, I'll I also have a couple of plastic baggies for mixed media. I have some foam sticker sheets that I can also add to this envelope to maximize the storage in here. So again, I'll pop this stuff in here. So again, it's nice and flat, it's not too bulky, and it's clear so I can see what's in here. And it's just really easy. I found this method to work really well for me. There you have it. So right now, as you can see, I have 3 envelopes that will all fit nicely in my suitcase. So next I have what else I'm bringing, and I'll show you how I store the rest of the stuff too. So I am bringing some punches. Again, I really love punches because they make it easy to add additional interest to layouts. Now they're kind of bulky. I mean, this one's huge, but you know, I just feel like I'm going to use that on some layouts. So I really wanted to bring it, have a chance to use it. So I have one of these large zipper bags that came with the suitcase set. Let me see if you can get a good look. With the Close to My Heart kit, that I'm going to toss all kind of this awkward size stuff in here. So, and then it'll fit nicely in my suitcase when I pack it. So, as you can see, I have the clear acrylic blocks in there. I have the stamps, and then I'm just going to plop in the punches as they fit very easily. And I actually have a little bit of room in here if I find I need something else to store. And then this just zips shut, which is great. This suitcase set is really fantastic for scrapbook supplies. So there is all my punches, my acrylic blocks, and my inks, all in this nice little zipper pouch. Next thing I have is this little zipper pouch full of adhesives. So I have my tape refills and some foam tape and some foam dots. I just keep them all in this little zipper pouch because they're easy to identify, and this will just go in the suitcase as well. All right, next up is my tools. So I have this great little Sterilite plastic storage bin with all these little tray dividers in here that come out. And this is where I keep majority of my tools in. Again, it snaps closed, it keeps everything organized, I can see what I have, and it's nice and somewhat slim, so it fits in my crop suitcases really, really nicely. So as you can see here, in this little tin, I have a couple of scissors. I have my big pair and then my fussy cutting scissors, some palette knives for the molding paste, and then 3 of my favorite paintbrushes for the watercolor and mixed media. So those fit nicely in there. In this other long tool bin, I have my actual tape runner, I have my tiny attacher, I have a water mister, I have my glue, an X-Acto knife, and some journaling pens. Again, this all just fits so nicely in there, compact, and everything's not moving around everywhere. And then in the center tray, which also comes out, I have some washi tape, some distress inks, my roller stamps, some creamies and inklings in case I want to do some mixed media, my distressing tool, some staples, and my texture molding paste for my stencils. And this essentially is majority of my tools. And again, it fits really nicely in this container, snaps closed, and I can plop it right into my suitcase and take it away. And I don't have to worry about any of this rolling away. And it's easy to just set up on your desk and access as you need it when you're scrapping. To me, I prefer this better than a tool bag because everything is visible. It's not buried and lost in deep pockets. Those tool bags are like really cute and they work for some folks, but I've had one before and I just felt like I was losing things in like the abyss of the tool bag. So I really tried to simplify and so I wouldn't lose any of my things or spend time searching for them because they were lost in a pocket somewhere. So this method, actually, the storage method, works really well for me. Next up, I have some baby wipes. Always need those for mixed media. I have my paper trimmer and a ruler. I always bring my Canon selfie with me. I don't typically, I've moved away from pre-printing all my photos. I kind of scrap based on my mood. So having this Canon selfie really allows me to go through, choose the photos I want to scrap, and then print them on the go. So it's really, really nice option to have. I always bring a spare ink cartridge and paper because I could always run out, or don't want to run out. And then the charger that goes along with that. So that's all one neat little package there. And then of course I always bring my mat. It's great to do mixed media on, and it has the foam back for stamping. And for a day crop, that is essentially all I pack. It's really not a lot. Again, I try to keep it minimal, so I actually can get scrapping done and focus on kind of like a single project. And I don't bring my entire craft room with me because you spend half the day unpacking and setting up, and then the next thing you know, the day's over because you know the time goes by really fast on those crops. And then you spend the other last hour of your day packing everything you brought. And then I'm kind of lazy. I don't like to pack a lot. I don't like to lift a lot of things. So I try to keep it as minimal as possible because I don't want to lug a million things to and from my car. So now that you have seen all of my tools and supplies I'm bringing, I'll quickly show you the close to my heart suitcases that I have and how everything is going to fit nicely in there for traveling. So, I don't know if you can see this very well, there's not a lot of room here. This basically is the suitcase. I'll show you a big picture at the end of this video, but as you can see, let's get the cute logo, a little zipper front pouch, and then this big pocket on the inside, as well as a paper pocket. It's a fantastic suitcase, and two of them comes in the set, and you can, they have a little rolly wheel stand that they go on. And again, I'll show you at the end a picture of it all said and done and packed, so you get a true sense of how compact this packing in and how easy it is to go to a day crop with this system. So I typically use one of these suitcases for all my paper and lighter embellishment stuff, and then the other suitcase for all my supplies and heavier items. So again, I have my kit, I have my cardstock, and all my extra embellishments, my stamps and my watercolors all in here. I'm gonna pack my wipes and my adhesives, and probably my ruler. I think I'm gonna stop there because I think everything else will fit nicely in the other. So let's see if I can get you a better view. Sorry about the wiggling camera. But there it is, guys. That's case number 1. And I actually think, yeah, the one thing, as you can see, that doesn't fit in here is my paper trimmer. So I'll have to carry that along in my little handheld bag, or my purse that I bring for the day with like all my snacks and stuff. So that just plops in there. So we'll zip that up. And then you can see there's a nice little handle there. How cute is this bag? Oh, you guys will appreciate it once you can see the whole picture. Okay, so here is the other suitcase. And so in this one I am going to pack so actually do a little bit of rearranging so things fit better. So here's my Canon selfie, the cord and the film, an ink cartridge, and my adhesives. And then this toolbox I'm actually going to fit in with my papers. So that's really all that's going in this suitcase. Close that up. Again, so you can see in with my papers and kits, I just plopped my tools right in there. That fits nicely in there. That works out better. That is it, guys. There are 2 suitcases. That's all my stuff for a day crop. I have enough to fill in a 10-hour day for the crop. I feel good about limiting my supplies. I can get a lot done with that single kit I've made, and I have literally a single suitcase that I can take with me. It's not a whole lot of supplies, and I'll have like a little handbag, like I said, with my paper cutter in it and probably some snacks and some water. And that's it. So I hope this video is helpful. Maybe give you some ideas of how to pack lightly or limit what you bring to a day crop to make it easier on you. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and give it a like, hit subscribe, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.